Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mary D Talk Show. For those of you that haven't been here before, I'm new to you, welcome. For those of you that I have, I call them super fans, and these are the fans. They're here every Monday, 1 to 2. I just want to welcome you, super fans, because you come, and I can't thank you enough for your support. But if you've never been here before, welcome to the show. Many of you received the information from the emails or the text system. However you received it, welcome. I'd like to first thank you to our executive producer, Oliver Welch. Hi, babe. Those of you know he's in the background, always watching and really editing too. He's back there working for the show. So thank you. I'd like to thank you to our supporters, the Idea Club, theideaclub.com. If you're looking to have a S Corp, C Corp, if you're looking to have a 501c3, you want to go to theideaclub.com. They can help you with that. Also, if you are looking to write a book, if you have already written a book and you want to have the book published, Front Page Publishing is where you will go for that. You can get the book. Some of you may say, well, I have an idea for a book. If you have an idea for a book, Front Page Publishing, we have ghostwriters. For those of you that don't know what a ghostwriter is a person behind the scenes that they take your idea, they write the book, but you get all the credit. You get all the kudos. They don't take anything. You never even know they were there. And if you listen to many people, they'll tell you many celebrities have ghostwriters. They have people that they do the actual writing. For instance, they tell them their story and then they write it. So they don't have time to write the book, but there are other people that do. And sometimes you know who they are. I've actually heard celebrities say, my ghostwriter was so-and-so. I've heard them say that. So I do know it's not something new, as people do it all the time. But they're getting their story out there. So some of you have stories you want to tell and you need a ghostwriter, contact Front Page Publishing. And I have it this year. I haven't done it yet. And that is open it up. And I have an academy and you can come in and we work with you to get your book published. So I haven't done it this year, but I'm gonna have to open it up because I have had a couple of people inquire, when is that academy gonna open? So I will have to just check with our staff here and see when is a good time to open that up. So I just want to tell you, thank you for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a treat today. We really are. We have this lady. This is her second time to the show. Some of you may remember she was here about a month ago, and we still don't know why, but her picture wasn't up. We could hear her, but we couldn't see her. So I couldn't tell you. I don't know how that came about, but it did. So we're having her back on the show today. Her name is Jewell Powell. She is a prophet. She's a writer. She's a filmmaker. In fact, let me tell you how excited I am. We have I say the flyer, it's not a flyer, poster for her film. I'm gonna put that up for you. Let me bring that up on the stage. That's the poster for her film. It's called Unfailing Love. Look at all the accolades she's won. Look at all these different awards she's won for this movie. And the last time she was on the show, I hadn't seen the movie. I knew about it, but I hadn't seen it. Now I've seen the movie. So now it is just outstanding. It is outstanding. Hi, Antonio. Hi, hello. Good to see you. Always good to see you, Antonio. So what I'm going to do too, ladies and gentlemen, right now, I'm going to let you see the trailer. I'm going to let you see the trailer so you know what the trailer is all about. And then I will go into and then I'll do the introduction and you get a chance to meet her. All righty. So here we go. This is the trailer for Unfailing Love. Let's see. Oh, did I add it? Oh, sorry about that. Now let me see if I can do it now. There we go. I knew they were saying like, wait a minute, you can't do all this at once. Okay, here we go. Oh, it was working fine. This is how things go, ladies and gentlemen. Technology. Now, before the show, it was all fine. You know what happens as soon as the show comes on, because it's a 1 minute trailer, and now doesn't want to work. I don't know why. It was working fine a minute ago, but that's how life is. Isn't this how life is, ladies and gentlemen? Life is. I don't know about your life, but it's happened to me enough times to know this is part of it. So we're gonna see. Hold on. And hi, Antonio. Hi, Antonio. Good to see you. Tell your mom we said hi too. Let me see. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, let me take it off and put it back again. Okay, I'll take it down off the stage and I'll put it back on again because sometimes it's just little glitches. Who knows why? And then all of a sudden things work just fine. Let's see. No, it's not working fine today. And before we went live, I just saw it. So I do know it was just doing, no problem. So I don't know. I can't tell you why, but I can tell you what I can do while I'm trying to figure that out. I'll take it off stage temporarily. I will read her introduction and then we'll come back. So why don't we do that? I'll read to you about her because I'm actually with the two of us are in classes together. Yes, Oliver. Okay, hold on just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Just a minute here. Let me go back. Oliver said to click on the forward button. So we're going to try that. I'm clicking, Oliver. There's nothing happening. Look, I'm clicking on it.
Which one is it?
The little red one right there. That's it.
Yeah.
I click on that. Let me see if I drag it. Will that do it?
No.
I just watched it right before we went live. So I don't know why. But we'll go on and read Jewell's her introduction. See, that's how I'm telling you, ladies, that's how things go. Everything was fine. Everything was fine before we went live. Let's see if that'll do it. Hold on. If I took myself out, did that do it? No, that didn't do it either. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I couldn't tell you. What can I say? But let me go on and get started because I hate that this is like live. And I was so excited about bringing the video to you. So, and we're trying to figure out why is it not playing, but these things happen. I've seen enough technical things to know, like it or not, it happens. Edit, stop screen. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I I have no clue. I'm clicking, and to get the video to start, and it's saying, no, I'm not going to do that. So what I am going to do is going to read Jewell's introduction. I don't even know if you guys could see that screen. I just pulled it up right now. I don't know if you saw it or not. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Because I'm just like, my disappointment is then I just saw it. I could see if I didn't, but I just saw it. So I was all excited because I just, I'm all, I want you to see it and see what the movie is about. Let me say that. And then I definitely want to I sent it out before, but I'm going to send it again because the movie is now nationwide and it is streaming. Okay, let's start. Jewell R. Powell. She's a prophet, an inspirational speaker, an entrepreneur, and now a filmmaker. Jewell R. Powell is a multifaceted woman whose life and work are anchored in faith and service. She is the author of Marriage 101, Building a Life Together by Faith, originally published by Revel Books, February of 2009, which offers invaluable insights and practical guidance to help transform broken marriages using biblical wisdom. Her book serves as a trusted resource for engaged and married couples, providing hope and transformation to countless couples. And I think if you're either engaged or plan to be married, you definitely want to get Jewell's book. In her new book, An Open Invitation, Bride, Make Yourself Ready, Jewell reveals profound revelations received briefly from God through the acronym recalibrate and drawing from the ancient Jewish wedding tradition. Those 11 foundational biblical principles guide readers in pampering themselves for the second coming of Jesus. Jewell Powell is an inspirational teacher, speaker. Her current focus is on writing scripts for television and film. Her inaugural movie, Unfailing Love, is a modern-day version of the book of Hosea, which is captivating audiences nationwide. And then she has a link to see it here. I'm going to send it out again because I sent it the first time she was on the show, but I think I sent it on a second email too that you received. It was Jewell's. The link was there also for that too. Let me try this. I'm going to try this again, ladies and gentlemen, and see if we can add it. Hopefully. Let's see. Oh, let me try this. Let me take me off the screen. I was trying it if I took my photo off and then I was trying to put it up. That was what I was doing right now. But it just didn't work. So this is the trailer. This is the flyer or the poster. I'm sorry, the poster for Unfailing Love. And Jewell will be coming on shortly. But on the poster, Unfailing Love, it is if those of you that don't know the book of Hosea, she said it's based on Hosea. I'll give you, it's hard. I don't want to give it away too much, but I'm going to tell you somewhat about the story is that, truthfully, a man of God marries, what do they say? A woman of the night, I guess is the best way to say it. So you have a religious person marrying someone that many people would look down upon and say, well, this lady's done, unspeakable things or whatever. But I think what I've been hearing a lot lately is about judgment. How we as a society think that one sin is greater than another sin. That if you lie and gossip, that's nothing compared to if you are cheating on someone. So there's in other words, we have weights for our sins. It's a different weight. So if you lie, that's just that may be a sin, but it's a small sin. But if you cheat on your significant other, that's a big sin. Now you've done a big sin. Whereas, and to our knowledge, God looks at sin as sin. And so we don't, but it's what I appreciate about the movie, how she does address that, about how people judge other people and what they think about someone else's lifestyle, and they judge. And I honestly, truly believe we all do this. I don't think it's just in that movie. I think we all judge. I think we all think that what we're thinking is, or what's going on in our way of thinking about judgment, that I think that if I did something wrong, and true, I know this is all true, by the way, that my wrong is only a little bit of wrong. If that makes sense. I did a little wrong. I may have done something wrong. Maybe I gossiped about somebody at work. Oh, big deal. That's a little bit of sin, basically. It's a tiny, tiny bit of sin. But I didn't go out there and I didn't cheat on my husband. I didn't do that. I didn't steal any money. I didn't hold anybody. I didn't do that. So what I did, not that I did any of it, but I'm just saying, if any of the things I'm saying what I did, always make what I did smaller than what it really is, no matter what it is. Think about that is always a diminished amount in comparison to what if somebody else did. So if somebody else is gossiping at work, I'm like, look at them. They done. I make it what they're doing is bigger than what if I did the same thing. And I do believe we do this as a society. I think we do it because we want to make ourselves look better. Maybe not bigger, but definitely better. And so we do stuff to make ourselves look better. We make it seem like ours wasn't as great as someone else's. Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, in the movie, and I don't like to say it's hard, I don't want to give it away, but let me say this to you. If you're on the email list, if you're not on the email list, you can email me and I'll put the email in here and I'll put you on the list. Let me do that. Because if you're not on it, let me put that in the chat here. I don't think I have my email now. I think about it today. I didn't put up there because I want you there. I want you to know so you can get, number one, the link so you can see the movie. I think it costs $1 to see a movie. It's not, it is minuscule, but I promise you it is excellent. The story is excellent. It is about forgiveness versus unforgiveness. Truthfully, I could see myself in it. I saw definitely the judgment. I saw the lady, that people that thought they were better than her because she was, as they say, a prostitute. They thought they were better. They looked down on her. She thought, and she recognized that. Let me see if I can put my email in here so you guys can send me an email if you're not on the list, or I'll just do this. I'll just give you that number. That's the number to the office. You can always call that number and leave a message. If you can leave your email in there. Just speak slowly and clearly, because sometimes people, they leave a message. It sounds like a train, like that. Instead of taking your time. Just take your time and either leave your name or your number and your cell or your email, whatever it is. Speak slowly and clearly when you do that. Let me say that. So you definitely want to do that. Let's see. Okay, but I'm gonna hold on. Looking at this. Okay. I'm doing two things at once. So, but I want you to contact us, because another thing I'm kind of deviating a little bit. People have asked me, how do you come on the show? They want to know, what do I need to do? What do I do? Call that number, leave your name and number, and say you'd like to be one of the special guests on the show. And let me, like I said, do this quick commercial. What that entails is you get the email system, you get the texting system, and you get to be on the show. And your show is still in 10 different ways. We do shorts, 10 different shorts that can be posted on your social media. So you get a lot. You don't just get, oh, I was just on the show for an hour. No, it's definitely a lot more than that. So those of you that would like to be on the show, let me know. we can make that happen. So just call that number. Or I can give you the email. The email is real simple too. Here it is. That's the email. Mary@marydwelch.com. Can it get any simpler? I try to make it easy. So, but I want to get back to telling you about what the movie is about. If you, and this is what I think. I think we've all done it. I think we've all, everything that is shown in this movie, we have all done. That's what I think. That's what I think I like about why I like it so much. It's not like only she's done it or just he's done it. Everybody has done it. Everybody has done it in some form or fashion. There is no pointing fingers and things like that. There's none of that. We've all, oh, hold on. I don't think that's it. We've all in some way been there. In some, either been on the side of judging, or we've been on the side where we were judged. And I think we've all been judged before. I honestly believe that. I think all of us have been judged by what we wear, how we wear our hair, how we do everything. And there's no one thing. You've been judged by where you went to school. And the reason I know this is true, I remember this was a few years ago, and I said where I went to school. I didn't say it to be boasting. I just said, somebody just said, well, where'd you go to school? And I just said, where I went to school. That's it. And they're like, oh, you think you so-and-so. Now think about this. I didn't even think anything. I was just, all I was saying was, they asked the question, where'd you go to school? That was the question. I said, this is where I went to school. That was the answer. I didn't put anything else behind it. As they say, as what the kids say, I didn't put any extras on it. They put the extras on it, which meant, if you really think about it, they judged me, whether I judged them at all. I didn't judge them because I remember them talking about it. And I said, well, we both have degrees. So what difference does it make? I actually said that. I said, who cares? Who cares? And I said, once you, well, this is how I feel, truthfully. I said, once you graduate, does anybody really care? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anybody really go, oh, you went to this school. Oh, you went to that. No. They just want to know, did you finish? That's it. That's all I've heard. But it taught me a lesson that whether I looked at it a certain way and judged, they did. That's what I learned by that. They did. They still judged. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I have to do this. I must see if I stop. Well, I guess I have to stop sharing. Maybe that's because at first I was sharing the, yep, it went away. As soon as I stopped sharing, that was it. That was it for that anyway. For me, I was trying to bring on so you guys could see the trailer. But as I said before, this is the flyer. So I'll put that back up on the stage. That is the flyer for the movie. You will receive another. I've already sent it out once, but I'll send it out again. The link for the show, so that you guys can definitely see the show. I definitely want you to see it. I can't remember. And then she said she will let our audience, she'll give me a discount code. So we get to see it at a discount. So we'll definitely get the chance to see that. Antonio, hi, Antonio. We're doing fine. Always good to see you, Antonio. We're doing, I can't complain. One day at a time. Hi, Elaine. Hi, first Elaine. This is Antonio's hi. Elaine's hi. Hi, you guys. And I call you guys my super fans. The super fans. Elaine says, hi, Mary. And Mary G, you said super long, informative. I know. Honestly, this is interesting. Jewell and I were on this morning at 7 o'clock this morning because we were checking for technical problems. 7 o'clock. Think about, well, that's 7 o'clock my time. She's on the East Coast, so it was 10 o'clock her time. But I got up to make sure we wouldn't have technical problems. So we had technical problems, right? You guys know. So I came back on again. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's logging in, she's trouble. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. I haven't seen a text or email from her, and I don't know. I can't speak on it. I'm looking through my texts real quick to see if there's a reason. I don't know. But I did want to share this with all of you. It's, I think I've shared with you, some of you before. I'm in a screenwriting class, and Jewell is in the class, but she made this movie before she came in the class. So here it is. This is her movie. She's actually filming her second movie. So now she's gonna be moving to her second movie. I'm still working on my first movie, and that's real. I tell you, I watch people, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get. So you will be notified. Those of you, if you're interested in being part of Elaine, I'm definitely going. You're gonna get one of those emails. You know that. To be an investor on the movie, it'll come out, and there'll be probably in the next, I'm gonna be honest with you, probably next 2 to 3 months. By June, you'll get investors notice. The goal is to film the movie that I've written this year. So that we'll be having investors meetings for people to come to that would like to be investors for the movie. Her movie, I believe she's executive. Let me tell you why I'm so impressed with what she's done. And you can see the awards. Look at the awards at the top here and the awards at the bottom. She financed the movie herself. That's huge, by the way. So that's her money that financed the movie. She's the one that put up all the money to make her movie. She's the executive producer. She's the director. She is in the movie. She was the casting director. She's not the star of the movie. She's one of the background, I believe, in the movie, because she was telling me she was in the movie, but I couldn't recall seeing her. So she was definitely a background in the movie. But all of those, think about all these hats she was wearing. That's a lot, by the way. That is a lot. Every one of them is a lot. Believe me. When you are involved in some of you are or have been on movie sets and things like that, that's why there's so many people. When you go on the set, and hi Ruby. Now this lady knows for sure, and Ruby has been in a ton. She knows this. She's in the business, and she knows what I'm talking about. There's so many more people behind the camera than there are ever in front of the camera, and I'm sure Ruby would agree with that. There's so many jobs, ladies and gentlemen, in the industry behind the camera, and so when Jewell was telling me all these different jobs she had to make the movie, I was just amazed, because any one of them is a full-time job, any one. So you're spreading yourself, you're literally running from here to there to do this, to do that. Here she wrote the movie. So she's the one, the writer of the movie. And then she's also the director of the movie. And she's also the executive producer of the movie. And she's also the casting director of the movie. I'm just amazed. I'm amazed. But yes, it is. She did an excellent job. She did an excellent job. When I told her I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed she was all those positions at once. I never would have thought that. So, but you just never know, and how people are determined and everything to get their product out there. But she did as they say, fantabulous job. That's what I'll call it. It's excellent. So I would encourage, and one reason I'm talking about all this is that in a lot of ways I'm encouraging myself, because you do get frustrated. That's real. You wonder, is it going to happen? Because she said this is her first movie. She had never written a movie. She wrote her script, had never made a movie in her life. I just could not believe that when I saw the movie. I said, you've got to be kidding me. She goes, no, didn't have a background in it, anything. And now she's working on her second one. That's saying a lot, really. So I would tell you, what this really tells me is to keep going, is to keep writing, is to keep producing, is to keep putting content out there. In the movie, it really, like as I mentioned before about forgiveness, this movie is definitely it's called Unfailing Love, which is truly about forgiveness. Truly, truly, truly about forgiveness. That is something that many of you already know, but I'm just going to share it with you. Forgiveness. Let's say you've harmed someone, and you don't want to. I say harm. I'll use gossip. You gossip about somebody and you regret it. So you go to them and you ask them for forgiveness. What if they say they don't forgive you? If that person says, nope, I don't forgive you. I'm not going to forgive you for that. Believe it or not, it doesn't matter. It does not matter if they forgive you. Forgiveness is for you. I know people don't know that. I know when I learned that was like, wow, forgiveness is for me. Yep. Forgiveness is for you. It is not for the other person. I thought it was too. But you think about it. If you don't forgive, you walk around with that burden of that. To me, what you've done is they control you. They control your life because you're walking around with unforgiveness in your heart. And I really, honestly, I don't get this right all the time, but I try. It's a struggle. Let me tell you that now. It's a struggle, but I try to forgive. And I'm going to tell you how quick I try to forgive. I try to forgive the second something happens in my life because I don't want to carry that with me. I don't want to be sick because I didn't forgive somebody for something. I don't want that because they've done studies. It affects your body. It can affect, your organs. You're carrying around a burden, an emotional burden. It's not a physical burden, but it can make you sick by carrying around burdens. I'm gonna share this story with you guys. True story, as I often tell my niece, said, why do you say that, Auntie? But anyway, that's what I always say. And this was a true young lady in high school. I went to my high school. And when we went to high school, she was very, the term now is bully. At the time we were in school, I don't think they called it a bully. I don't even know if we had a term for it. But long story short, she was bullying me. She was about a year, maybe 2 years older than me. So I was only like in the 9th or 10th grade. She was a senior. Her boyfriend liked me. It was one of those kind of situations, boyfriends stuff. But I didn't even know the girl. I didn't even know who she was. I didn't know her name. I don't think I still don't know her name to this day. Long story short, she talked about me like I had two heads because I had taken, so she thought, her boyfriend. But I didn't even understand what was going on. Like I said, I was 15 or something. I didn't know what was going on. I was very naive. I didn't really get it. None of it, truthfully. But she was, you could say, a bully. Threatened to beat me up over the boy. Just all kinds of craziness. Okay. Yep. But anyway, think about this. This happened when I was in high school. I was 15 or 16. 15 years later, this is all true. 15 years later, the girl comes up not to me. She came to my sister because me and my sister, we look alike. We look a lot alike, actually. She goes to my sister asking in tears. It got so emotional. She was in tears. She was begging, not asking for forgiveness. She was begging for forgiveness. Now, keep in mind, I had went on with my life. I had gone out, didn't even know the girl's name. I didn't even care because I didn't, even though she had done all that stuff, I was like, oh, well, whatever. I can't control what other people, what they do. I had no control over what she did, how she did it, I had no control. So the one thing I did have control, and this is what I have learned. I mean, I'm sure many of you've learned this too. The one thing I had control over was me. So no matter what she did, I just tried not to pay attention to it. I just said, it's nothing. She's telling people I done stole her boyfriend from her. I didn't even know the girl was with the guy. So how could I steal something I didn't even know about? So I remember thinking when she asked my sister for forgiveness, it really showed me just how much when you mistreat people, think about this. The girl had mistreated me 15 years earlier. And she could not, it had eaten away at her for 15 years. It didn't eat me up for 15 years. It ate her up. Because according to my sister, she couldn't even talk. She was so glad to come and be forgiven for this. My sister never told her it wasn't me. She couldn't tell her because the lady was crying. She was emotional. She was so upset by how because I guess she had given her life to the Lord since then, all these kind of things, which is fine, well and good. But at that time, she knew in her heart she had mistreated me. And I just said, I'm thinking, and I had gone on with my life. But what if I had internalized all the ways she was? So the truth was, which I didn't even realize I had done, I didn't do this intentionally. I had forgiven her a long time ago. I let it go. I just let it go. Okay, you mistreated me. Okay, let me go on with my life, lady. I don't even know you. I mean, it was nothing I could do about it. But I remember thinking this just recently. I said, what if I had internalized the stuff this lady had done? Who would I be today if I had let all that stuff she's trying to get me back, and I'm, threatening me, all this, she did all this stuff to me, but I don't know, I just think differently. I'm like, lady, I don't have time for this. I got too many. Now I was saying this at 16, I have too many things to do. I don't even know what I had to do at 16, but I do remember thinking, I felt sorry for her. That's the one thing I do remember, is I felt sorry for, so you think, why would I don't even know you, lady. We're teenagers. Teenagers are something else. But anyway, but the point is the unforgiveness. It was no unforgiveness in my heart for her. I didn't have any, because I just didn't. She had it for herself. She had to let it go, not me. That's what I learned from that lesson. And this was only like a few years ago that my sister even told me about the lady. So when she told me, well, it has to be a few longer than that. But when she told me about it, I said to her, she said, do you remember this? So now here it is. My sister's telling me, do you remember the girl such and such and such? And I said, I'm sitting here going, not really. She goes, you don't remember her? I go, no. She goes, Mary, that girl she's hysterical, trying to get for you to forgive her. I'm like, what? And I actually said this, for what? I didn't care. But I didn't do anything. She did. I didn't do anything to her. Think about it. She had done all this ugliness, all this, I'm going to get you, I'm going to do that. Think about it. And then she lived with it for 15 years and had to live with it. Or just 15 years. Like I said, she ran into her. Had she not run into my sister, she'd still be living with it. But what I learned from that lesson is, number one, don't mistreat people. If nothing but that one lesson is, don't mistreat people. Just don't mistreat them. It's just don't. Just be kind. As what's the saying, kill them with kindness. Kill them with kindness. Just don't mistreat them. Don't go out of your way. And some of people do. Well, we know they do, because people do some devious stuff. So we know they do. So don't just go out of your way to be nice. Go out of your way to be kind. Go out of your way to do those things. And then I think what it is, you don't have to live with the guilt of all this other stuff going around. You don't have to worry about that. Sure don't. And I cannot get over this. Jewell, I'm sitting here. I've called Jewell. I text Jewell. I haven't seen Jewell yet, but I'm just talking about the movie because I have seen it, and I want you to see it. I want you to, and definitely when the movie I'm writing, I'm going to talk to you guys more about. I haven't talked about it on the show, and I haven't talked about it, I don't think, at all. I don't think I've even told you guys about the movie. There's a couple of movie scripts I've written, and I definitely wanted to. I'll be ready to share them pretty soon. Let me say that. And I will share that. I will put them out there so you guys can see them. I'm going to try this one more time. Oh, no, am I? No, I'm not. Because I was going to say one more time, I was going to try the trailer for her movie. Now watch. I knew it. Now it's playing. But I don't know if I can pull it up. Hold on. So you guys can see it. If I do a shared screen, did I do it? Let me do it. But it played. Now, just now I played. Hold on. But I want to, let's see.
He said to wait until he sends the one that I'm to marry. So I'll just keep waiting.
As long as fellas are here, there's money to be made.
Something's missing.
Like what?
Love.
Ariana.
What was your name again?
Jose. Are you ready to see what true love looks like?
She's a prostitute. You need to divorce her.
I'm not happy, Hosea. He's all yours.
When doing the right thing is hard to do.
She belongs to me.
And when I feel I have something to prove, affirm me.
What are you doing here?
We making more money than we ever made.
But when is enough, huh?
It'll never be enough.
All you've ever wanted was unconditional love, true love.
I'm trying, Lord.
You got me.
What do you want from me?
You need to go home. I can't go home.
The church is full of hurting people.
You never let me go. You got me. You got me. I know you got me.
All right. I think you saw it. Let me go back. Hold on. Did you guys, well, put a 1 up so I know you guys could see it. I think you did. Did you guys see it in the chat? I don't see any 1s coming up there. Okay, where can you watch the movie? I sent the link. I'm going to send the link out again. It's actually streaming. I don't know what platform. The goal, she's going to be up on Tubi, but I don't know when. So those of you familiar with Tubi, I just don't know when it's going to be available. But it will be on Tubi soon, for sure. That's one thing she did say. So you guys you did see. Okay, good. Thank you. That's all. Because I was hoping that you can kind of get an idea. You can see how it evolves around the church, members of the church. And sometimes, let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, those can be the ones that are the most critical. The ones I've heard people say church hurt. And I used to didn't know what that means, but I do now. I do understand that. And who's this? Miss Kendall, 2011. Hello, Mrs. Kendall, 2011. How are you? I think that's the first time I've seen you on the show. Welcome. So I think I said, this is really, here she is. Hold on. Let's see. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you what happened. Remember I said that I'm on the West Coast and she's on the East Coast. And so she was ready 12:45 East Coast time, not West Coast time. So that's what happened, but that's okay. And see, Oliver. So first, let me say, first of all, Miss Kendall 2011. Where are you from, Miss Kendall 2011? Oliver says, yes, it did come up. And it aired on. Okay. Thank you, Oliver. I didn't know. I did it right. Yay. See, that part I'm getting right. But that does make sense too, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second time for me and Jewell. But that's okay. I told her, because she said she feels horrible. I told her, don't worry about it. These things happen. Antonio, you could no. Yeah, I intentionally muted. I was on the phone. Sorry about that, Antonio. I muted it while I was out on the phone. So I want you to know. Oh, you're from Southern Cal. Okay, nice to meet you. Welcome. Do you get the emails? Did you come through the email or through a text? So I do both. I do email and text. I do them both because there is no one way to let people know about what's going on. So I try to do both. But welcome to the show. Glad to see you. And all of you here. As I said before, and I say it again, welcome, welcome, welcome. So as I was sharing with many of you know, I work on movie sets wherever I can. Normally I'm back east when I'm working on sets, but I'm really trying to work more in California. Oh, you get the text? Okay, all right. You've been here before. Have you been here before? I don't remember seeing you. Okay, well, welcome to the show. Thank you. And I'm looking to do work. I'm a casting assistant. So let me tell you the different positions I've had on sets. I've been a casting position. I've been an assistant casting. So to a casting director. My goal is to be a casting director. Let me tell you that now. But I'm also an executive producer of the movie that we're producing coming out soon. That one will be out later on this year. But I've also worked as a PA. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's a production assistant. And I've also been crafty on a set. So if you have any of those positions available, especially casting, that's where I'm really trying to put my focus is in the casting department. So if you know people that are in, and be that we're in Southern California, any of you could be in those positions, by the way. But if you really think about it, now film, it used to be limited to Southern California, New York. It's no longer. I tell people this all the time. There are no more barriers to entry. Let me say that again. There are no more barriers to entry. What that means, if you want to make a movie, what are people filming movies on? iPhones. Think about that. And if you don't have an iPhone, you know, here it is. That's what I'm actually using it now to do some filming, just to get into the rhythm of filming. You can, if you're interested in starting your own podcast, you can. And those of you that, if you're interested, send me an email. I'll tell you how to sign up and start your own podcast. Anybody can do anything I'm doing. Now, the email and texting, those are systems also. Let me share this with you. That means that the email, those of you they're on the email list, it comes to ConvertKit. So Miss Kendall 2011, to get on the email system, send me an email. Send an email to Mary at Mary D. Welch. And let me put that up really quickly for you. And then I will, and I'm saying this here, I'll just do this. Just call me. And you want to get on the email system. The email system is definitely, there's more I send out. I haven't sent out in the last few days. I'm giving everybody a break. Those of you that be on a system know, like once or twice a year, I don't send out an email for like a week. Think about that. A week. That's how much, it's like a breather. And then I come back. And then they get about 3 emails a week. Easily 3 a week. Sometimes it's more than that. But for sure, 3 emails a week. So you want to be on the email list. You really, really do. I can tell you that now. Because there's some really good things that came out. Those of you familiar, I had the email that came out about Angela Davis. She was on live Friday for about an hour and a half, 90 minutes. That one was on. Elaine says, my chat had a problem. Oh, the WAG meeting ran over. Glad to join, even though you're late. Your story about forgiveness was so impactful. Thank you, Elaine. Elaine, I haven't forgot. You still have to come on the show. Those of you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, this lady is a godsend. It's a godsend. Oh, I heard about that. And first, I'm going to tell you about Elaine. Elaine Wilson, if you have a child or grandchild that needs a scholarship, you want to contact Elaine Wilson. So you can call me and I'll give you Elaine's number, or Elaine, if you want to put your number in chat, you can, or you can have them give me a call at this number and I will make sure you that you get the information. Elaine, if you're looking for scholarships for graduating high school students, that's your lady right there. That's your lady. Okay. Now, Ruby says, Tyler Perry just announced an internship program. I heard about that, Elaine. I think it's like 6 weeks. It's in Atlanta, and he doesn't pay for your housing. I don't know. I know about it, but I'm wondering, am I too old for that? I don't know. I did think about it, to be honest with you. And what the blessing is, we have a son that lives in Atlanta. So have a place to stay and everything. I'll just get to Atlanta, basically. But yeah, I heard about it. I don't know when it starts, but I did hear about it. I think it's 6 weeks, something like that. That's what I've heard. So anyway, that's, I know, internship program. Wow. Thank you. I would definitely take a look. Thank you, Ruby. So see, look at this. Look at that, sharing that information. That's huge. So somebody on here may be interested in that. I'm interested in it for sure. I mean, who doesn't want to work with Tyler Perry? Come on now. Who wouldn't want that connection? The man is well-renowned, started off making plays. Think about that. And now look at him. We just saw his movie this weekend. Oliver and I just watched Duplicity this weekend. And I was telling him before the movie, I don't want to ruin it. So I'll say this. Before it got to as we're watching the movie, I'm talking to him and telling him what I think is going to happen. And I was right. So I told him, I said, Oliver, this is what I think is going to happen. But I was right to a point. There was another point I don't want to ruin. That's why I'm not talking to you about, because I don't want you to be like, I don't want to ruin anything. I'm talking generalities, but we were just talking about the movie, or I talk through movies. I know he's used to me now. Those of you that don't talk through movies, I try to figure out what's going to happen before it happens. Who killed who? Another one I saw. Let me tell you this. I'll share with you. It was on Netflix. Oh, Oliver, you have to put it in the chat. What was the name of the movie we saw? And she was the can we get Jewell to show her face? Jewell said no. She called really quickly, and so she got the time mixed up. She's totally I know off, but don't worry. She'll be back again. I'm not worried. Remember, she's starting her second project. Jewell will be back. I'm not worried about that. Well, what movie did we see, Oliver? And me and you kept watching. It has 6 episodes, and it's a whodunit. Those of you that like a whodunit, everybody knows what whodunit is, which is a mystery. Number one, there's a dead body. We know that. That's the number one in the movie. Now, who killed them, and how did they do it? That's what the whole movie is about. What's different about this movie, it happens in the White House. And this is a Shonda Rhimes. I can't think of the name of it. Do you remember, Oliver, the name of it? Maybe you'll put it in the chat for us. I can't think of the name of it, but it was good. Those of you that I love whodunits, if you like, what's her name? If you like Elsbeth, that's a whodunit. Elsbeth is a present day, Columbo. Remember how those of you old enough to remember Columbo? Columbo always looked like he wasn't doing his job, and he was always doing his job. That's what that movie is like. She's like that. Very, unassuming. Those unassuming people that they're really assuming, but you don't know it. They're watching everything, but they're all about the little tiny details that everybody else overlooked. That's what I would say this movie's about. And the star is the lady from Orange is the New Black. I think it's Oza or Ozia. I can't think of the lady's name. Anyway, outstanding actress. So Oliver, you have to pull it up and see I can't remember the name of it, but it's on Netflix. What is it, Oliver? No, it's not The Intern. It's The Resident. The Resident, or it's The Residence. That's not it's The Resident. That's what it was. You made it click what it was when you put that on. It's The Residence. That's the name of it. So if you get a chance to see that, it's on Netflix. I gave it 100. It was excellent because she definitely acted like she didn't know what she was talking about. She's one of those people. Let me tell you another one. So those of you that watch Elsbeth on Thursday night, that's a whodunit. Because we see who did it. What you get to find out is how they figure it out. Because that's what you notice on the movie. We know who did it at the very beginning. On this movie called The Residence, we do not know who did it. We know that there's a dead man. That's all we know. That's it. And then, hi, Mary. Listen, my cousin Mary. I have a Mary. Mary is all in our family. Hi, cousin Mary. So those of you that have Netflix, watch The Residence. It's 8 episodes. Excellent. The cast is excellent. The stars are excellent. It is top notch. But you know, anything from Shonda Rhimes is excellent. Anything from Shonda Rhimes. We saw Scandal for years, Bridgerton. Anything she does is top notch. And she did this. But she didn't write the book, but they executive produced the story. Whoever wrote that story on the Residence did an excellent job. I need to find out who that is because I'm definitely I follow writers and stuff like that. But it's called The Residence. So go see it. If you have Netflix, you want to see that. We're fans. Me and Al, we are fans. If you haven't seen Beyond the Gates, go see that. It's on 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Beyond the Gates. It's the all black soap opera. We're fans. One of the ladies from that show, I just happened to work on another set with, and it is the young lady that's married to the older gentleman. Her name is Marquita Goings. Really, her name is Haley on the show, but her real name is Marquita Goings. I worked with her on the set in Atlanta. Very nice young lady. I was very honored to have worked with her, and it's just to me to see these young people just spread their wings, you know, and see what they can do. I'm watching them going, wow. I'm just excited for them. I really am. But before we get going, I know we're getting later. We have a few minutes. I want to say thank you to Antonio. Thank you to Elaine. Thank you to Ruby. Thank you to there's Antonio, Miss Kendall 2011. Thank you, Oliver. And as we go down, and Elaine and Oliver and Cousin Mary, thank you all for coming to the show, enjoying the show. We are honored to have you. This has been anytime. And it's unfortunate that Jewell could not make it. We got the times wrong, but that's okay. These things happen. And it gives me a chance to talk to you guys, which I just love, love, love. Can you tell? So if you want to be on the show, let's say you want to be on the show, call that number. And somebody from our team will contact you and talk to you about being on the show, what it takes and what you get. You get the show itself, as I said before, 1 hour. You get 10 shorts of the show or clips. I think they're called clips. You get your own 10 clips you can put on your social media. In addition to that, you get the email list is over 10,000 on the email list, and the texting list is over 5,000. And that goes out all over the country. You get all of that to be on the show. There is a fee, but we try to keep the fee very reasonable for all that you get. Tons of marketing that you get. So I just want you to know that. People have come on and they have said they've noticed a difference. The biggest one I had was a lady. She wasn't on the show. She just used the email marketing. She had 4 people signed up for her program. Then she used our email system. 74 signed up. So I'm saying that to you, not that I guarantee anything, because I guarantee nothing. But I will say this, it is marketing. And you can never do enough of that. So just know if you have a program, an event, book signing, any of those, anything where you want the public to know, the more you do that, the better off you are. You can use all your social media. But the one thing I have learned more than anything else, let's say they don't log into their social media. One thing, they're going to open that phone up on that text. They're going to see that email because our emails come across our phones. So all of that that's even, they don't have to log in to do that. They're automatically in because it's automatically in their system. So I will tell you that. So I want to thank all of you for coming today. I know it wasn't a regular show, but it was a chance for us to talk. Those of you have my number. Give me a call if you want to just about being on the show or anything else, anything you want to add. Hold on. Oh, I just disappeared. I'm sitting right here and all of a sudden I'm gone. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, today has been interesting. God bless each and every one of you. I love you. And I will see you in a week from today. All righty. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.